It's Saturday night, and we're about to discover who's got stars in their eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Russ Abbot.
Thank you so much. Good evening and welcome to this very special edition of Stars in Their Eyes. Now, tonight is about, would you believe, Elvis. Ever since Stars in Their Eyes began, thousands more people have applied to be Elvis than any other star. And so we've decided to dedicate an entire show to him. And from those thousands, the standard was so high we couldn't pick just one. We've actually chosen 11 star guests who tonight will pay their very own unique tribute to Elvis. From the early days in Memphis to the Las Vegas spectaculars. And did you know, by the way, this is fact, that Elvis sold more records than anybody else ever? Over 500 million. Ooh. So turn up the volume, put on your blue suede shoes, and let's go rocking tonight. And our first star guest is a young man from Swindon who's a printer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Roy Bateman. Roy. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So you're a printer with the post office, so tell us exactly what you print.
Well, I basically just print forms and booklets.
Oh, great. Now, you've been a fan of Elvis since you were how old?
Oh, probably about the age of 9.
And it's the very early Elvis you're going to do for us tonight?
That's correct.
Great. It's actually his first hit from way back in 1954 when he was just 19 that he recorded at the Sun Studio in Memphis. All right, well, the printing presses have stopped rolling for now because tonight singing live, Roy Bateman is Elvis the Hillbilly Cat.
Well, that's all right, Mama. That's all right for you. That's all right, Mama. Now, any way you do, and that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. Well, Mama, she done told me. Papa done told me too. Son, that gal you fooling with, she ain't no good for you. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. Well, I'm leaving town, baby. I'm leaving town for sure. Well, then you won't be bothered with me hanging around your door, and that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. Dee-dee. Well, dee-dee. Well, dee-dee. I need your loving. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do.
Well, that was more than all right, Mama. What a quiff, eh? Memories. Roy Bateman there, the raw, early sound of the Sun Sessions. Well, just 3 years later, the more familiar Elvis was emerging, and to join Roy and bring us the million-selling Elvis of the late 50s, let's meet Elvis number 2, Tom Alston. What can I say? Oh, excuse me, I'll just have a quick word with Tom. See you, Tom. I love the kilt marvels.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever had it on.
Yeah, it's the first time I've had a suit on. Really weird about that. So tell us, Tom, what do you do for a living?
I work in Glasgow and it's the largest menswear store in the world, selling clothes, that kind of thing.
Great. And Elvis is a bit of a hero for you, isn't he?
He's been a hero since I was about 12 years old when I started cutting my hair and dyeing it and things like that, you know.
Great. So what makes his music so special?
Just exciting. I love watching him move. Looks good. Great songs and things like that.
Of course.
Just enjoy it.
And you're going to sing something from the early film years, aren't you?
Indeed. Yes, I'm going to sing something.
Well, but I'm sorry the curtain will have to go. From the Highlands to Gracelands. Tonight singing live, Scotsman Tom Alston is, yes, Elvis.
Walked through a party at the county jail. First man was there, it began to wail. Belly jump, now jump began to swing. Should have had knocked out jailbird singing, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Spider playing a tenor saxophone. The little joint's blown on the slide trombone. The drum on nil on the crash boom bang. The whole rhythm set you in a purple game. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. I was sitting on a block of stone, way over in a corner, weeping all alone. The one said, "Hey, buddy, don't you be no square. Can't find a pony, use a wooden chair." Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Dance to the jailhouse rock. Dance to the jailhouse rock. Dance to the jailhouse rock. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, you crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, well, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never called a rebel and you ain't no friend of mine. When they said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. And when they said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never called a rebel and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't never called a rebel and you ain't no friend of mine. Baby, let me be your loving teddy bear. Put a chain around my neck, lead me anywhere. Oh, let me be your teddy bear. I don't wanna be a tagger. Taggers play too rough. Don't wanna be a lion. Lions ain't the kind you love enough. Just wanna be your teddy bear. Put a chain around my neck, lead me anywhere. Oh, let me be. Oh, let him be your teddy bear. Oh, let me be. Oh, let him be your teddy bear. Oh, let me be. Oh, let him be your teddy bear. I just wanna be your teddy bear.
I just want to be your teddy bear. Ooh, I'm sorry, I got carried away a little there. Jailhouse Rock, Hound Dog and Teddy Bear, all massive hits for Elvis. And you know, it's strange to think now, but back in the 50s, all that was quite shocking. Our very own Cliff wasn't allowed to curl his lip till after 9 o'clock. And chances were that your local cinema banned Jailhouse Rock the first time around. So Madonna, eat your heart out. Our next star guest is also our youngest Elvis. He's just 18. And as you've no doubt guessed, he's a burglar alarm salesman from Basingstoke. Of apologies. Please welcome Joe Ferry. Good to see you. Good to see you. Now, Joe, you were only 3 when Elvis died in 1977, but Elvis has been part of your life from the very moment you were born.
That's right.
So in what way were you influenced then?
Mother.
Yeah, your mum? She was an Elvis fan?
Oh, mad.
Really?
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy. So all over the house, was it? Records, albums, all that kind of thing?
Videos, albums,
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
Tiled on the kitchen floor.
His name was tiled on the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, so your mum can have a night on the tiles with Elvis anytime she wants.
That's right.
Now, of course, Elvis gave us some of the world's greatest ballads. And we're going to hear one of them right now, because tonight, singing live, Joe Ferry is, yes, Elvis, the Memphis Flash.
One night with you is what I'm now praying for. The things that we too could plan will make my dreams come true. Just call my name and I'll be right by your side. I want your sweet helping hand. My love's too strong to hide. Always lived very quiet life. I ain't never did no wrong. Now I know that life without you has been too lonely, too long. One night with you is what I'm now praying for. The things that we two could plan will make my dreams come true. Always lived very quiet life, and I never did no wrong. Now I know the life without you has been too lonely, too long. One night with you is what I'm now praying for. The things that we two could plan will make my dreams come true.
Wow. One night from Joe Ferry. Brilliant, brilliant. Oh, I just thought I'd let you know, by the way, this is a fact, true fact, that if you were to listen to all the records that Elvis sold, do you know it would take you 13,800 years? Eh? Whew, that's a fact. Now, I'll bet there isn't a single one of you who doesn't know this next number. One of the biggest selling records of all time. You see, for Elvis, everything had to be blue, from Blue Christmas to the Blue Moon of Kentucky. And don't step on my, yes, you've guessed it, blue suede shoes.
Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get her in, now go, cat, go. Well, don't you smell my blue suede shoes. We could do anything to lay hold on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can knock me down, step in my face, slander my name all over the place. Do anything you wanna do, but honey, they all for my shoes. So don't you step my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything, but lay off on my blue suede shoes. Let's go, cats! my house, steal my car, drain my leg from an old fruit jar. Do anything you wanna do, but honey, lay off my shoes and don't you step my blue suede shoes. Well, you could do anything, but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Well, it's a blue with the blue suede shoes, honey. A blue with the blue suede shoes, yeah. A blue with the blue suede shoes, honey. A blue with the blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes.
Terrific! After the break, we'll be all shook up with more of... lots more of... So don't go away. Welcome back to Stars in Their Eyes. Next in the Elvis story, Elvis number 4. And we move from the films of the 50s to the sounds of the 60s. Of course, I'm too young to remember the 60s, but maybe our next star guest can fill me in. Please welcome from South Yorkshire, musician Steve Haliday. Welcome, Steve. Good to see you. I tell you what, love the gear. Have you left the bike at home? Outside? I was going to come on my bike, actually, but the chain came off. Listen, you actually, well, you are actually a child of the 60s, aren't you? And you feel that Elvis taught you to sing?
Yeah, definitely, because I used to listen to his records and try and copy him. Try and go for the high notes, phrasing, breath control.
Oh, yes, well, you've got it right, Steve. I mean, you copied Elvis. When I was 3, I bought a Max Bygraves record, and look what happened to me. Now, I've said it's another side of Elvis we're going to see. So far, we've rocked, we've rolled, we've even heard a ballad. But Elvis also moved millions with his gospel music. So tonight, singing live, musician Steve Haliday is Elvis.
Of the desert, my mama died, giving me life, deprived of the love of her father, blamed for the loss of his wife. You know, Lord, I've been in a prison for something that I've never done. Spin one hill after another, and I climb them all one by one. But this time, Lord, you gave me a mountain, I'll never climb. It isn't just a hill any longer. You gave me a mountain this time. Whoa, my woman got tired of the heartaches, so took my pride and my joy. She took my reason for living. She took my small baby boy. So this time, Lord, you gave me a mountain, a mountain I'll never climb. It isn't just a hill any longer.
Lord, you gave me a mountain. What a sound. I tell you, I'm converted now. Steve Haliday, and a very special thanks to the Manchester Community Gospel Choir. Well, by the way, all those records I told you Elvis sold, do you know if you were to lay them end to end, they would stretch 40,500 miles? Yeah. And that is 1.5 times the circumference of the globe. So you're learning something tonight, aren't you? Right. A complete change of mood and a complete change of style and another Elvis. Well, actually, not one, but 3. In the 11 years between 1957 and 1968, Elvis made 31 films. Here to capture some of those silver screen moments are a picture framer from Newcastle, an ex-tank driver from Wales, and a fire officer from Liverpool. Welcome, Adam Carter, picture framer, Bill Swindlehurst, fire officer.
Hello, Russ.
And Trevor Evans, our ex-tank driver. Is that right? Yes. Why ex-tank driver, Trevor?
Crashed it.
You crashed it? Did you? Where are you parked tonight?
On top of yours.
On top of mine? Well, do you know, this is going to be a bit of a challenge for makeup because you're not exactly, identical, are you?
No.
I mean, I've been trying to describe all day. This is true, I've been trying to think of it all day, what the plural of Elvis is. I mean, is it Elvises? Elvi? What?
We had a quick discussion backstage there, and apparently it's Elvi.
Elvi?
That's what we've settled on.
Okay, great. Mind you, there was only one, wasn't there, when you think about it? A worrying bunch of lads, these 3, I tell you. Because between you and me, when they all came to the audition, we asked them all to fill out forms telling us a little bit about themselves, like their favourite food, favourite TV star. Adam, who did you put as your favourite TV star?
For some reason, Bruce Forsyth.
For some reason, it's a good reason. It's a very good choice. I think it's a marvellous choice. I think he'd be delighted. He'd be absolutely pleased. And Bill, your choice?
It could only be one, Russ, and that's Fireman Sam.
Fireman Sam, wonderful. Not Postman Pat?
Certainly not, no.
Bless him. I like Postman Pat. Never mind. And Trevor?
Well, of course, it's you, Des O'Connor, my favourite.
Yes, well, great. Thanks, lads. I'm really glad I came. Well, I think they better get on with the singing. So tonight, singing live, Adam, Trevor, and Bill are Elvis. Elvises. Elvi. Elvi.
I got the up, 2, 3, 4 occupation GI blues. From my GI head to the heels of my GI shoes. And if I don't go stateside soon, I'm gonna blow my fuse. We like to be heroes, but all that we do here is march. We like to be heroes, but all that we do here is march. And they don't give a purple heart for a march. I got the up, 2, 3, 4 occupation GI blues. From my GI head to the heels of my GI shoes. And if I don't go stateside soon, I'm gonna blow my fuse. Occupation GI blues. Occupation GI blues. That is.
Can't you see I love you? Please don't break my heart in two. That's not hard to do, 'cause I don't have a wooden heart. And if you say goodbye, then I know that I would cry. Maybe I would die, 'cause I don't have a wooden heart. There's no strings upon this love of mine. It was always you from the start. nice, treat me good, treat me like you really should. I'm not made of wood, and I don't have a wooden heart. There's no strings upon this love of mine. It was always you from the start. Treat me nice, treat me good, treat me like you really should. I'm not made of wood, and I don't have a wooden heart.
There's a man in New Orleans who plays rock and roll. He's a guitar man with a great big soul. He lays down a beat like a ton of coal.
He goes by the name of King Creole. You know he's gone, gone, gone. Jump like catfish on a pole, yeah. You know he's gone, gone, gone. He's shaking King Creole. When the king starts to do it, it's as good as done. He holds his guitar like a Tommy gun. He starts to growl from way down in his throat. He bends a string and that's all she wrote. You know he's gone, gone, gone. Jump like catfish on a pole, yeah. You know he's gone, gone, gone. He's shaking King Creole.
Something evil and he plays something sweet. No matter how it plays, you gotta get up on your feet. And when he gets a rockin' fever, baby, heaven sakes,
he don't stop playing till his guitar breaks. You know he's gone, gone, gone. Jump like catfish on a pole, yeah. You know he's gone, gone, gone. He's shaking King Creole. You know he's gone, gone, gone. He's shaking King Creole.
Well done, lads. What can I say? Great. Some great moments from some classic films, GI Blues and King Creole. And now it's girls, girls, girls. Well, not literally, or at least I don't think so. Now it's Adam Carter with a song from that film. It's Return to Sender, a huge hit in 1962. And if you've ever had a broken heart, you'll know what he means.
Return to sender. Return to sender. I gave a letter to the postman. He put it in his sack. Bright and early next morning, he brought my letter back. She wrote about it. Return to sender. An address unknown. No such number. No such zone. We had a quarrel, a lover's spat. I write, I'm sorry, but my letter keeps coming back. So when I dropped it in the mailbox, I sent it special deep. Bright and early next morning, it came right back to me. She wrote about it. Return to sender. Address unknown. No such person. No such zone. This time I'm gonna take it myself and put it right in her hands. And if it comes back the very next day, then I'll understand. Writing on it. Return to sender. Address unknown. No such number. No such zone. Return to sender. Return
Oh, absolutely tremendous. After the break, we'll be going from Manchester to Memphis and from London to Las Vegas with Guitar Man, In the Ghetto, and lots more, so don't go away. I'm not. To Stars in Their Eyes, and those famous doors are about to open again with more Elvis magic. Do you remember the facts I was telling you about over the 500 million records that he sold, all the records that he sold, 13,800 years, stretching 40,500 miles, and 1.5 times the circumference of the globe? Well, anyway, those facts, right? Now listen to this. This is another fact. If you piled all the records sold on top of one another, they would reach 523 miles, which is higher than any space shuttle has gone, 95 times higher than Everest, and 2,000 times higher than the Empire State Building. Now, how about that, eh? Yeah. Tell you. Well, we're leaving the film years behind now for 1968. Elvis was 33. Oh, to be 33. I can wait. Elvis was 33, and he was about to make his most spectacular television appearance ever. So let's meet Elvis number 8. Eyes down and looking for bingo hall manager John Prescott. Welcome, John. Welcome. Great to see you. Now, John, you're engaged to Angela, who's a nurse, and yet she hates Elvis.
She can't stand him.
Amazing. But there's definitely quite a resemblance there. I mean,
and she's hidden all the records and everything.
She's hidden them all? Really? Do you have to go rooting for them?
Yeah, every time.
You're joking. That's amazing. There's definitely a resemblance there. Do you ever get mistaken for him?
No, I get mistaken for Buddy Holly when I've got my glasses on.
Really? Yeah. That's amazing. Another great style. Brilliant, brilliant. Where do you work?
I work at the Top Rank Club in Chester.
Chester, that's my hometown, yeah. I was born in Chester, 29 years ago now? Well, 29 plus VAT. Tell us, do you enjoy your work?
Oh, I love it, yeah. Being in charge, I can always do my Elvis whenever I want.
So she can hide the records as much as she wants, you can still do it at work? Great, yes. Well, it's a full house for bingo hall manager John Prescott, who tonight, singing live, is Elvis the Guitar Man.
Well, I quit my job down at the car work. I left my mama a goodbye note. About sundown, I left Kingston with my guitar under my coat. I hitchhiked all the way down to Memphis, got a room at the YMCA. For the next 3 weeks, I went to hunting them nightclubs looking for a place to play. Oh, I thought my picking would set them on fire. Nobody wanted to hire a guitar man. Well, I nearly about to starve to death down in Memphis. I ran out of money and luck. So I bought me a ride down to Macon, Georgia on an overloaded poultry truck. I found on down to Panama City, started picking out some of them all-night bars. Over and I can make myself $1 playing music on my guitar. I got the same old story, them all-night peers. You know there ain't no room around here for a guitar man. We don't need a guitar man, son. I saw sleds in the Humboldt jungles. I rode 1,000 miles of track. I go, I find myself a Mobile, Alabama at the club they call Big Jack's. A little 4-piece band was jamming, so I took my guitar and I set in. I showed them what a band could sound like. Oh, with a swing little guitar man, show them some. Take a trip down to the ocean, find yourself a down round Mobile. Making on up to a club called Jack's if you got a little time to kill. I just follow that crowd of people, you'll wind up out on his dance floor. Digging to find this little 5-piece group up and down the Gulf of Mexico. I guess who's leading that 5-piece band? Wouldn't you know it's that swing little guitar man? Yeah. Guess who's leading that 5-piece band? You know it's that swing little guitar man.
That was sensational. John Prescott and Guitar Man. Okay, so now you've got the hang of it. We know what the show's about. We know what's next. We just don't know who. We're off to Las Vegas because it's glitter and glamour for poultry processor. And it doesn't get much more glamorous than that, let's face it. Please meet all the way from Devon, Heath Ashton. Good to see you, Heath. Now listen, you have an enthralling job. Tell us more.
I handle breasts all day.
You handle breasts all day?
Chicken. I fillet breasts all day.
You fillet chicken breasts all day?
Yeah, all day.
Great. Something I've always wanted to ask a guy who works with chickens. You know, the giblets come in little plastic bags, don't they? How does the chicken do that?
No idea, mate, no idea.
I tell you, it's a long way from a poultry farm in Tiverton to Las Vegas. Now, what's the attraction?
Oh, the full orchestra, the lights, the dancing girls. That strikes it for me.
Well, that says it all. Well, all the way from Tiverton in Devon, young dad Heath Ashton tonight singing live is Elvis.
As a snowflake on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto. And his mama cried, 'cause if there's one thing that she don't need is another little hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto. But don't you understand? Child is a hell of a hand. You're gonna be an angry young man someday. Take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Do we simply turn our heads and look the other way? Well, the world turns, and a hungry little boy with the running nose plays in the street as the cold wind blows in the ghetto. And his hunger burns. So he starts to roam the streets at night, and he learns how to steal and he learns how to fight in the ghetto. Then one night in desperation, the young man breaks away. He buys a gun and he steals a car, tries to run but he don't get far, and his mama cries. As the crowd gathers round, an angry young man face down in the street with a gun in his hand in the ghetto. And as a young man died on a cold and gray Chicago morning, another little baby child is born in the ghetto.
A powerful song, powerfully sung by Heath Ashton. Great. Now, to recreate those later Las Vegas shows, let's meet our final two Elvises this evening. Bingo caller Paul Thorpe and computer sales and marketing engineer Chris Clayton. Chris, hi. Now, Paul, tell us, the place where you work, right, has a great significance for you, doesn't it? I mean, it's not just somewhere you work.
No, that's right. When I first went there, I was about 6 or 7, and I watched the film Elvis on tour. And, like, the building then fascinated me, like, because the architects in it and all that. And as soon as I was 18, I got a job in there.
Really?
Yeah, it was also it was the first place I started singing. And one of the first nights I actually sung, there was about 2,500 people in.
So, I mean, if it's not just bingo numbers, it's Elvis numbers for you, isn't it? Yeah. And, Chris, tell us, what's so special about Elvis for you?
I think basically because he was a perfectionist, ultimate performer, ultimate showman, and he is the world's greatest entertainer.
That says it all. The one and only, the king.
That's right.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Thorpe and Chris Clayton, Thank you, lads. Well, as Chris has just said, the Las Vegas years were all about showmanship and spectacle. And there's no better way to round off this evening. So strike up the band, bring on the dancing girls, and Viva Las Vegas!
Gonna set my soul on fire. We got a whole lot of money that's ready to burn, so get those stakes up higher.
There's 1,000 pretty women waiting out there, and they're all living devil may care. Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva!
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elvis Presley.
I just can't help believing when she smiles outside the window with a trace of misty morning and a promise of tomorrow in her eyes. I just can't help believing when she's lying close beside me and my heart beats with the rhythm of her sighs. This time the girl is gonna stay. This time the girl is gonna stay for more than just a day. I just can't help believing when she's whispering her magic and her tears are shining honey sweet with love. This time the girl is gonna stay.
This time the girl is gonna stay.
This time the girl is gonna stay for more than just a day. Oh, I just can't help believing. 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 I just can't help believing. I just can't help believing. When no one else can understand me, when everything I do is wrong, you give me hope and consolation. You give me strength to carry on, and you're always there to lend a hand in everything I do. That's the wonder of you.
Wonder of you.
And when you smile, the world is brighter. You touch my hand and I'm a king. Your kiss to me is worth a fortune. Your love for me is everything. I guess I'll never know the reason why you love me as you do. That's the wonder of you.
Wow. Chris Clayton and Paul Thorpe there, absolutely great. Stars in Their Eyes returns in the spring with a new series. Until then, thanks to everyone who's taken part. And there's really only one song from the King to end a show like this. All our star guests say goodnight and pay a unique tribute to the person who inspires them all, Elvis Aaron Presley, the king of rock and roll. Good night.
Oh, I wish I was in the land of cotton. Old times are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. You know your daddy's bound to die. But all my trials, Lord, soon be over. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. His truth is marching on.
Elvis has left the building.